Now we're going to work on code verification. So the code that we send you in the email, we're going to use that to validate, and then if it's true, and then we're going to give you the access to change the password. If not, we're just going to show you an error message that the code is wrong. Okay, there's still some layers of security that we need to add, but now I'm just trying to add or work on the main functions and add them all. Okay, so let's create the function. So we're going to go back to the controllers and user, and then we're going to create the function. Okay, so exports, let's call it, for example, validate receipts code. Okay, and it's going to be an async function that's going to take request, response, nothing new right here, try catch, also nothing new, add the error message for the server. Okay, and then we're going to get the email and also the code from the front end, okay, which is going to send them in the body. You're going to send from the front end the email and also the code that we're going to write right here. Okay, and then simply after that, simply going to get the user first. So const user is going to be await. We're going to go to the user model and then find one. Okay, and we're gonna find it by the email. Okay, now we have the user. Also want to get the code. Okay, so we're gonna take this user and we're gonna go to the, let me show you, we're gonna take that user and search on it in the codes. Okay, if we found it by this, okay, which is gonna be if the same is one, we're gonna get it and we're gonna get the code also, and it's simply we're gonna compare this code from the database with the code that we sent in the body. Okay, simply what we're doing. Okay, so const, let's call it code, which is gonna be await code dot find one. Okay, and we're gonna find it simply by the user, and the user we're gonna find it which is with the ID, which is gonna get from the user dot underscore ID like this, and then simply we're gonna go if the code. Okay, so this is one we should not call it code because we have it right here. So let me code it DB code. Okay, so now it's from the database. Okay, DB code. Okay, so we're gonna go to the DB code and then access the code inside it. Okay, which is this one. I'm just trying to explain things. So we go to the code object and then we access the code, and then we're gonna see if it's different than the code that we sent in the body. Okay, and if this is true, we're just gonna simply return an error. So let me just get one of them right here. Okay, like this one. Copy that and paste it right here. Okay, and the message is going to be verification code is wrong, like this. Okay, else that means everything is right. So simply we can just return a status message that said that everything went all right. So we can take that. Okay, actually you don't need to send anything, you just can, you know, return response status, you know, 200. You don't need actually to send the message because we're actually just gonna click continue and then give you the access. But if you want, you know, to add a message, it's up to you, or you just can return the code itself. I don't know, just for me, I'm just you know, gonna return the response 200 that everything went all right. Okay, so this is fine, we don't have any problems. Go back. So we can go back to the the routes. Okay, go to the user, and then right here I'm gonna create another one, and then let's call it, I like to call it the same name of the function. So like this, and then import it. So everything is fine right here. We go now to the front end. So we close the back end, and in the front end we're gonna go to the index first. Okay, so we are inside this. So let's go to which one now we're gonna need to go to. Oh, we are inside it. Okay, so it's the code one, this one, code verification. And in the code verification, now we're gonna click on continue. Okay, which is gonna be this button, and this is a form, so we can go right here, then on submit. Okay, you can have an arrow function, and here let's call it verify code, for example. Let's create this function. Okay, const verify code, which is going to be an async function. Okay, try catch, same, we've done this before. So let me just write this again. Let me just set the things that we're going to send also from the index. Let me just copy them. Okay, if we have an error, everything else. Okay, we have the error. So like this, we're going to pass the set error, set loading, set user infos, visible. Okay, if something is not needed, we're gonna remove it. Okay, like the set user, we're not gonna need it. Okay, so let's go back right here and just see what we're gonna get. So first of all, let me get the loading, and then set loading. Okay, and then set visible. Let me just fix this. So this is loading, set loading, also set visible. Okay, and then we're gonna start simply right here. If we have an error, if we're just gonna first of all set loading to false. This is just getting repeatable, but it's good. When you repeat things, it goes to your head more times. Okay, set error. Let me just get it because I forgot that. Set error. Let's see if I passed it. Okay, we did. Yeah, we did. So set error, and then it's gonna confirm the error dot response dot data dot message. Okay, like this, and then right here simply set loading first of all to true. Okay, one thing that I should have done also, if we go back to the send email, that when you set loading true on everything, you just simply go back right here and set, after finishing everything, you set the loading to false. Okay, I feel like this is good. So let me just go back to the, because we're using the same loading, okay, because it's going to be stay true and it's going to create problem for the next one. Okay, maybe go to the first one also, the search account, and after doing everything right here, also set the loading to false because we finished with that. So right here you can see better, I hope. And then right here, so simply we're just gonna go await, okay, and then gonna go axios dot post backticks simply process.env dot react app backend, okay, URL, and then it's gonna be / I keep this open for a reason because I forget, like this. Okay, and then simply right here we're gonna send the email. Okay, we didn't get the email, so like you can send like email directly, but I prefer like if you get it from the, let's go back right here, where is it, the index, if you send like actually the user infos. Okay, it's like the user infos like from the backend, they are like more trusted. I don't know, I feel like this. So maybe you can just send the user infos exactly and just get it from the user infos. Okay, so you can go back right here and get the user infos, okay, like this, and then right here we can send the user infos dot email, okay, and then we're gonna send also the code like this. Okay, this is a problem. Why? Okay, so maybe we can't access it this way. Okay, maybe we can't. Okay, let me just show you how I'm gonna do it. If it's created this problem, simply go back right here and get the email. Okay, we're gonna get it from the user infos like this, and we're gonna take that email and send it. Okay, and also the code. Let me first of all console log it, see that we have it. Okay, let's go back here. Let me open console. Okay, let's try it again and see. So copy, then can search, then continue. Okay, so we have the email, everything is fine. And then we're gonna get a new email right now. It's gonna be the fourth one. Okay, so till that loads, let's go back right here. So we're gonna send those. Okay, we're not gonna need to send anything else, which is simply after everything went, we're just gonna set error to nothing. Okay, because I'm not going to show any errors, and also set loading again to false, like that. So now let's try, and also where is the error, if we had this right here or not. So we have the div. Okay, so everything is all right. Let's go and test it right now. So let me go right here, and before, I'm not going to use that code, let me just copy it. I'm not going to use it first to see if we have any errors. So let me use write anything that's not valid, and then continue. First of all, we're gonna have the validation from the user form, and simply now we'll just type only 5, 1 2 3 4, maybe digits 1 2 3 4 5, and then try to continue, and as you see, verification code is wrong. Why we have a dot right there. Let me go back to the controllers. Let me remove one dot. Okay, so that is working. If we try now to work with this one, okay, like this, take that and now use it, and then continue. Let me also something, we're gonna also set the visible. Okay, what is it right here? Set visible, it's gonna be 3. So we're gonna show which one, 3, which is gonna be this one, the last one to change the password. So continue. Okay, it's still wrong. Oh, because we didn't is this the right one? Okay, continue. Let me just open the console. Let's see what's the problem. Okay, let me try that again, so I know, because I didn't see any errors like showing. Okay, let me try that again. Sorry, it's gonna take a bit of time, but just open this. Okay, copy that, try again, search, continue, we get the code. Okay, where's the fifth one? Refresh, my friend. So refresh. Okay, we got it. Wait, I'm gonna cut this, you don't have to wait with me. Maybe not, if I want to keep the episode going. So I'm gonna go right here and then take that code and let me try and see if actually it is wrong. So when we click continue, verification code is wrong. So let's go back right here and see it's right. Okay, why it's here we get like a 0. Okay, but it's in the database, there is no 0. Okay, you see, because in the database it only show us like 4 characters and not 5, so there may be a problem there. Okay, so let me just check. Let's just see what so I thought about it for like 10 seconds and I simply realized which situation that a string starts from 0 and the 0 doesn't count. Okay, that's when that string is actually a number. So for example, if we have a number like 5 is equal to 05 and it's equal to 0005, and the mistake that we made in the database in the code model, that we made it a number. Okay, so that's matter. So the 0 in the beginning doesn't matter when you start in the database. Okay, so you change this to string. So that was the first mistake. And the second thing is simply just to add something in the body. Okay, that's what fixed it. So message, for example, just okay, like this. Okay, so let's go back to the index, also change this one. You know, 99% of my problem is just like typos, and that's actual logic code. Okay, so now let's try this again. I'm gonna go back and take this email, go back right here, and then go back right here, paste it here, and then we're gonna go search, we find it, continue. Okay, now we need to get the code, so let me just wait for the third email, so maybe we can refresh. Okay, so let's try something that is not right. For example, just random 5 numbers, continue, get the validation code is wrong. Okay, but if we use the right one, which is gonna be this one, okay, the same one that we have in the database. Okay, then go back right here and then use that and simply continue, and then you guys pass to the change password form. Okay, so let's continue with this.